And welcome to episode 58 of Foot Manager 2015 with Everton. Joining you back, it's the 25th of February 2023, and we've got a live commentary away at Norwich as promised. Of course, in the last episode, we had the slightly unconvincing win over Hull 2-1, which was a little bit disappointing. But I suppose we ended up doing ourselves justice by getting a win out of it in the end, which I suppose was something. Since then, we've actually been on a decent run, but I feel uneasy at the moment. And you look at the board confidence status, and we're very secure at the moment. Very pleased with your overall leadership. But they called me in around a month ago. It was pretty much straight after the whole game, and said they were unhappy with the squad changing room. Exactly the same stuff as what happened at Villa, which eventually got me fired. And I was doing perfectly well at Villa, there was no need to fire me, but they did so. And I just don't want it to happen again, I really don't, because I think we're building something decent here at Everton. And then we'll kind of have to start from scratch once again. I'm sure I'll find a club, and probably a Premier League club of some sort, not maybe top Premier League, but you look at my manager statistics, or attributes even, 20 in defensive coaching, 20 tactical coaching, and 20 player knowledge, 19 attack coaching, and 18 technique coaching. So not bad at all. Determination only on 10, which is a little bit sticky, and man management 13. But I really wouldn't like to see us kind of be finished today. Or not finished today, but get sacked from this job, just for, again, something that's so irrelevant to the cause, really. Anyway, I'll get into the fixtures though. Hopefully it won't happen. Hopefully nothing will happen and I'll stay in the job. I don't think anything happened since last time you saw us. Yeah, that'd be correct. A few guys aren't going out on loan. Dada went out on loan, and Gavin Robinson went out on loan. Nothing too much. Before you're wondering, the reason why the squad are unhappy, and you look at the squad, they are unhappy, it's because Isaiah Brown wants to leave. And I transfer listed him. He is transfer listed, but nobody's paying 40 million for him. I don't want to sell him for less than 40 million, but it was he had too many promises broken by his manager. But that's not true. He's just being untrue, which is so disappointing because he's bringing the whole of the rest of the squad down, which is really annoying. Anyway, get into the fixtures. Last game was the 2-1 win over Hull. We then followed that up with a 2-0 win over Watford. Now, this game was only 2-0, but really it could have been any old score if we turned up properly on the day. Isaiah Brown did score a brace. And it's kind of making me wonder a little bit, because he's been on fire this month. Which is kind of he's getting riled up that he wants to leave, but at least he's performing. And maybe a club will come in for him. And if they pay the right price, they'll get him. So at least he's scoring goals and helping us at the moment. But as you can see from the match stats, it was 37 shots to 1 for ourselves. Now in that we only did create 2 clear chances, of which we scored 1 and missed 1, and 9 half chances, which didn't really equivalent to too much. 59% of the ball, so that's fairly standard. Isaiah Brown in the 47th, 45th plus 2, and the 83rd minute, giving us a 2-0 win. Then we travelled to Swansea, and now this was a pain in the arse game. We lost the game, we drew the game 4-4. And I suppose at the end of the day, you've got to say, well, at least we got a draw out of it, which is true, but it was so annoying. I'm going to show you one of their goals, only one of them, which really just kind of took the piss, to be honest. Carlos Soto gave us the lead in the 15th minute for Shani. Finley made it 2-1 in the 21st minute, and then Phil Glass scored his first of 4 goals that he scored. He scored all 4 in the 43rd minute. And brace yourselves for this one. Now, Andre Blake comes out of the game. He's conceded 4 and with a 6.7 rating. So you're thinking, not bad. Not bad. But how? He has still got a 6.7 rating. I really don't know. It limps in. It is going at a mile an hour. It's like a tackle. And Andre Blake, he palms it into the goal, for God's sakes. and it is 2-1. And what goes down as Thielmann's fault. That's just bullshit. Phil Glass then made it 2-1 or 2-0 in the 49th minute before completing his hat-trick in the 52nd minute to make it 3-2. Isaiah Brown equalised pretty much instantly in the 59th minute to make it 3-3. Phil Glass scored again to score his fourth in the 67th minute, but an Omar Mascaral own goal in the 90th minute gave us the win. And I'll actually show you this one as well, because it was a bit of payback. Linear ball in, and it creeps its way into the net off Mascaral. A real disappointing mistake from them late on, which got ourselves a point, which was more than we deserved. Well, I don't know. You can look into it however way you fancy, but the fact was we didn't defend well enough, and I suppose getting a point was decent enough. Then we travelled to Wigan, and this was a great game for us. In the end, we did make it hard for ourselves. So Carlos Soto giving us the lead in the 11th minute, as per usual. Ronnie Maddinson, though, equalised in the 15th minute. Isaiah Brown gave us a 2-1 lead in the 44th minute, and then Keith Reid got sent off for them in the 52nd minute, and Hulk made it 2 apiece in the 63rd minute. I was thinking, we're going to drop more points, and really unnecessary points away at Wigan. We've got to try and win these games. But as you might be noticing, on the road we are leaking goals left, right and centre, no matter who we're against. So I wasn't too surprised that we conceded 2 goals. But this time Isaiah Brown managed to pipe up in the 93rd minute to sneak us a victory. And I really mean sneak us, but we did get it in the end. Like match stats wise, you'd say we were the better team. 7 clear-cut chances to 2, 26 shots to 11, 51% of the ball. We didn't really make that pay, and we kind of got out of jail with that late goal. We then played, though, at home to Wolves in the FA Cup 5th round, which was quite a kind draw. And as you can see in the 6th round, we've been drawn away at Burnley, another kind draw, which indicated that we did win this game, and we won it very comfortably with a 3-0 win. Carlos Soto scored in the 6th minute, and a brace from Shani Finlay, one in the 27th and one in the 70th, gave us a 3-0 lead, or 3-0 win. And as you can see, we didn't even have that great a team out. People like Callum McKenna, Dada, Maximovic, Kolasinac, Threlfall, all played, but that front three stayed the same, which I'm regretting slightly, because the Shani Finlay picked up a knock at the time, and it meant he was out for 2 to 3 weeks at the time, so he's missed a game. He missed the game against Spurs. He is back to training now, but he's not going to play today. He might make the bench. We'll have to see about that. As you can see, though, pretty clinical win. 2 critical chances, 5 half chances, 54% of the ball, 13 shots to 3. It was fairly comprehensive, and we managed to get an easy 3-0 win and an easy kind of passage through to the next round. Then we played at home to Spurs, and this one was the real disappointing one, I suppose, of the episode. We lost 2-0, and it was a game that really just didn't do anything for us. We didn't actually create much. I know we had 15 shots to their 7, but I felt they were more dangerous. 2 clear-cut chances each and 1 half chance each, so which kind of shows you probably quite even, but they were just more clinical. Ludger Shade in the 52nd minute and Eric Lamela in the 67th minute gave them the 2-0 win, and has kind of made us slip up a little bit when we're in a really kind of nice little patch of form, 5 unbeaten games. And it makes this game away at Norwich, we haven't been good defensively away from home, so it makes this a little bit of a banana skin fixture. If you have a look, firstly at the competitions and the Premier League, and that's what it looks like. We are in 6th at the moment, but it's so tightly bunched. Like we're 4 points ahead of 7th place Liverpool, but it really is tightly bunched. There's only 3 points separating us and 2nd. And then there's an 11-point gap to Chelsea. Although Chelsea have slipped up recently. They've lost 2 games, I think, on the trot. One to QPR, and then got battered by Villa 4-1. It's fair play to them. They're still in the mixer there in 4th place, 52 points. Us with 51 points. So we're well in there still. But we do need to press on if we can. If you have a look at our squad, we've been pretty good. Top goal scorer is still Soto with 25, but Isaiah Brown is now nearly catching up with him. He's got 21. Finley's got 14, and the next best is Puente and Tielemans with 2 apiece. So it's really all been coming from that front three. A few goals here and there for everybody else. Assist-wise, Finley's got 16, Soto with 12, Tielemans with 8. And average rating-wise, Finley, Soto, Brown, Puente and Tielemans all up there. Puente has actually started a few games lately and will probably start again today. He's been not bad whatsoever. And so has Marcelo Barragatti. He's been playing at left wing back instead of Matt Downs, who was out for 5 to 6 weeks. And he's really excelled there. And he might even get a game today. I don't think I've actually picked the team today, so we're going to have to see. No, that's not the case. Now, having said that, that's pretty much what I'd go for, though. I'll have to see how they'll change it up. Yes, no. I don't want to do that. Ashani Finlay rightly on the bench because he's only on 86%. Puente is going to play a right wing back. Barragatti at left wing back. Denzel, Kolasinac and Besic. I would prefer Manfred Götze actually than Kolasinac. Tielemans and Galloway. Is that the best we can do? Probably is. It's him or McCarthy or Park Jin-sung. And Paulinho playing off Brown and Soto. That is as per usual, really. Well, especially without Finlay, that is what it's going to be. They're playing a 4-1-4-1, so they're playing quite defensively. Diego Laxalt, of course, an ex-player of ours, playing against us today. The thing that gets me is that Isaiah Brown, like in the team talk, usually when you've got an unhappy player, in the team talks, he like doesn't respond to anything, but he always responds. Seems like he seems motivated. He seems happy. So I don't know why that can't convert into him kind of saying, actually, I'll hold my hands up. I'll wait till summer and see if he might sell me in the summer. Like I might do. If that's what going to help the club out and help me stay at the club, I will sell him. But I want sufficient money for him. And to be honest, people are throwing in, really, really cheeky bids of kind of 15 million or something. I'm just not going to sell for that money. And I don't really know the reason why he can't see that, considering I would have said it's fairly self-explanatory. He's worth more than 15 million. He scored 21 goals this year, 19 of which have been in the league. We've got to be careful. Diego Laxalt, inside to Connor Wickham, just get away with that and get it back to Andre Blake, who can fire it up to Paulinho. Paulinho really has been disappointing since arriving from Aston Villa. And Puente's gone diving in there. Well, he's tripped him. He's going to get a yellow, I'd say. Or gets reprimanded. No, lenient. So, fine. But I have to say, like, Paulinho's been really disappointing. His kind of passing accuracy, his passing percentage rates must be shit. Well, they probably won't be, but they seem shit. Because every time there is a chance, or any of these, like, highlights, he seems to be giving the ball away. And you can't be having that from a guy who's meant to have come in to be a playmaking midfielder, to get the ball down, to be kind of really happy on the ball and good on the ball. It really is a bit of a pain in the arse that he keeps on giving the ball away. And Connor Wickham's got in behind today. Get away with that. Tielemans, Brown now. Now, there wasn't ever going to anything come from that, considering the clear-cut chance was already taken by Wickham. So it's still 0-0, 20 minutes in. We haven't created much so far, despite having 56% of the ball. This is sometimes the problem that we can face, is that we have a lot of the ball. We don't actually do anything with it, which I suppose is something that I'll try to look into. I don't know kind of how you can rectify something like that. Oh, could there be a cock-up? No, John Ruddy gets to it just in time. Paulinho chased it down well, but just didn't have enough legs on him. Besic, oh, God, we're playing quite tight here. I'm not really liking the look of it. And again, we lose the ball. Again, Paulinho loses it. Tielemans, though, can find Galloway. Can he slot Barragatti in? No, Barragatti's held his run and back to Denswell. It's not really going anywhere, this attack. And it actually wouldn't surprise me if we lose it up the field. Brown, though. Oh, inside Paulinho! Oh, Jesus. That sums up his performance at the moment. Unfortunately, Connor Wickham now taking the long throw. Slate. Oh, get rid of it, and Besic does well. God, I've definitely seen those ones go in the past. And really, we're living on the edge here. But Soto, maybe there's still a chance left for us in this highlight. I much doubt it, and I'd be right in saying that. It's Gould. Maybe it's still going. Besic. Now, there we go, finally. So they've had a clear-cut chance, and they've hit the woodwork once. We've had just a clear-cut chance. Manfred Götze has now picked up a knock. He's just not going to work out, I don't think, his guts. I keep on trying to give him games, try to keep him in the team. It just doesn't seem to ever work out. He either gets injured, doesn't play very well, kind of really irritating stuff. So who are we going to bring on for him? Kolasinac or Maximovic? I'm going to bring on Maximovic. I prefer him in there. And let's see if they have any adjustments. They do. Team talk. Back to the team talk. Is that going to work? Possibly. No, he looks to switch off this time. Of course, after I say every time Isaiah Brown doesn't do, he responds well to the team talks, he looks to switch off there. But anyway, I'll stay going. Hopefully we won't concede here. Galloway does really well there. Paulinho now. Keep the ball. Put it through. Do you see what I mean? And they're going to score from this. McConnell. Fuck off. Paulinho. Such a fucking idiot. And then that's diabolical keeping once again from Blake. Like, I don't know why. He kind of initially comes out and then just keeps retreating. Oh my god, that is woeful keeping. Woeful defending. Woeful keeping. Woeful play from ourselves. Here's Barakati. Can we get back into it straight away? Barakati. Soto. Paulinho! Okay, that's you done for today, unfortunately, Paulinho. You've had your chips. I'm not taking that. Like, that's just not good enough. I'm going to bring on an unfit Ashani Finley. Like, I'm desperate. I rarely play guys who aren't fit. But in this sense, you just have to. Like, and he's been doing it the last 2 or 3 games. This has been it. Like, this is not the first time. Let's ask them to push forward a little bit more. This will be a real kick in the teeth, this defeat, if we end up losing the game, because we've a few tricky fixtures coming up. And that defeat at home to Spurs really seems to have knocked the stuffing out of them a little bit. I don't see where we're going to get a goal from today. They're all looking furious or something, well, it's all good and well saying you're furious, but you got to actually do something about it. Tell them to push forward again. I don't know what. Now they're going to score again. Makaka. Stone. Galloway's ran past that. Go on, Galloway. Come on now. Finley. See, this time, he doesn't get dispossessed. Okay, that. Oh my god, it's really trying to test my patience, isn't it? At the moment. They really are trying to test my patience. If we screw this up, Maximovic, thank God for that. Besic. And let's launch an attack. Tielemans. Fuck off, Besic. Miani. Bennett. 2-0. Fuck off. Now, I've had enough of that. I really have. I've had enough of that. I don't want to see a fucking replay of us being shit. Just get this game over with. It's one of those where you're just waiting for it to finish. Just please finish quickly. Don't give me any hope. I know Galloway's going to lose it there. There's no fucking chance of him keeping the ball. We're set to retain possession, and we've apparently had 55% of the ball today. That is absolute bullshit. Stone. Galloway, good tackle. Brown, come on. Try and get something out of this game. Get a goal at least. Good ball. Finley hits the bar. Of course he does. Tielemans blocked. Of course it is. God, would you just finish the fucking game? Macaca. So I said before the game, though, we're poor away from home at the moment. We shed goals. Now, most of the time, we score as well a lot. Soto gets a goal on the rebound. A consolation at best. It's 26th of the season. You know, they do look powerless to avoid defeat. That is correct. And that's why, because it's game over now. We've lost this one 2-1 away at Norwich, and that's just not acceptable. I don't know what's gotten into them the last two games, because they've been playing quite well, quite nifty football. And then this has kind of come out of nowhere, really. And we're going to lose ground in the Champions League race with that one. Anyway, hopefully I won't get sacked or anything stupid like that. If I don't, next live commentary will be at home to Chelsea. Because I'm not going to break the schedule just for that Liverpool game. Don't feel the need. I know it is a derby, but it's only in 3 games' time, so that's not enough. Anyway, if you guys enjoyed this video, please do give it a like and subscribe to the channel if you already haven't. I'll see you guys later. Bye.